What's going on, guys? It's Colin with H&K Land Solutions, and we are about to start us another quick Saturday afternoon mulching project. I had a guy from our church recently. He bought a piece of land over here in Andalusia, and they are looking at building a house on it eventually, and they want to go in and open up this section of property just to kind of see what they got. It's a lot of volunteer pines, so you can't see 5 feet into the property, but for now, let's see. What they're after is they're wanting to mulch basically, I don't know, about 25 feet wide all the way down to the back of the property. I think he said it goes back about 700 feet or so. So we'll go down about 650, 700 feet. I think there's supposed to be a creek on the very back side that is basically the back side of the property line, so we'll probably know it when we see it. But yeah, all it is a bunch of volunteer pines, some oaks, and probably some sweet gums here and there. So yeah, basically a straight shot all the way down, and then about 150, 200 feet in, the land kind of flattens off, levels off, and that's kind of where they're thinking about putting their house. So he wants us to go in and mulch, I think he said about 40 feet wide, just kind of an open area right there, so they can get an idea of where the house would sit, and how it would sit, you know, against the road. So that's all we've got on this one. It should be a pretty quick Saturday afternoon project. So it's only about 110 degrees out here, so I'm not mad about a quick project. So let's I just got the Minotaur greased up, so it is ready to go. It's got fuel. I do got to put def in it. I'll top off the def, but other than that, we ready to go. most of the road cut all the way to the back, and it is about to come a flood. It is raining right now, so I'm about to pack it up and head to the house. But essentially I got about 15-20 foot wide cut all the way down. All right, I'll be back. I'm headed to the house. All right guys, we are back out here mulching through these volunteer pines, through this undergrowth. Like I mentioned, this customer has just purchased this property, and it is so thick in here that you can't see. He didn't have any idea really what the property looked like. It was all like this, as you could probably tell in the last couple minutes worth of video. But anyway, we have cut in a road. Still got a little bit of cleanup work on the road to do, but we got this cut about 15 feet wide and got this kind of wrapped all the way down to the back side of the property. Now we are going to be coming in here, and this is kind of the most flat area, kind of right here on this ridge, and this is essentially where he's wanting to put a house. I don't know if you can tell that there's two dead pine trees, one there and then one kind of on the side of his property, but this is kind of the general idea where he wants a house. So what he wants me to do is basically take out, you know, a section probably between this pine tree and that pine tree, and just mulch, you know, 40-50 feet that way. And then I'm not so sure how far his property goes this way, but really we're just wanting to focus on opening up this side of it. So that's going to be today's little project. I'll actually probably get a little bit of this side too, but I don't have long this afternoon to mulch. Actually playing some slow pitch softball with Shaw. We've got a couple teams and playing in the city league here in Andalusia. So we got a game at 7 and it's 4:30 right now. So luckily I'm only about 10 minutes from the house, so I can come out here for a couple minutes, get a little bit done, then go get ready to play some softball. It's been a minute. Didn't play last year. That's when I started this business. So gonna have to knock off the rust and get the old cannon ready. So should be a good time though. Just hopefully nobody gets hurt. That's the goal. Doesn't really matter about winning or losing. It does, but it doesn't. But the older you get, the less you want to see people getting hurt, for sure. So as long as we drink plenty of fluids and make sure everybody stretches, we should be fine. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, back to mulching. I've got the Minotaur fired up. It's ready to go. So we're gonna go in here and knock out just a little bit of this afternoon. Hang tight, guys. All right, let's get this started. I'm basically gonna start with just making a straight shot to that first dead pine tree up there. Just about due for some more teeth on this mulching head, for sure. I got about 85 hours on this set. That's usually about all you get. That's all you get out of a set of teeth. pine tree. we've got this little section opened up. I didn't go any further that way because the property line is right there, and I left about a 12, I don't know, 15-ish foot buffer between this customer's property and the next property over. That's actually a former customer of ours that we did some work for almost right when we started the business. So this area was pretty familiar to us. Anyway, so we've got, I don't know, I might have went a little wider than what we initially talked about, which is not a bad thing. He's gonna want all this opened up anyway at some point, so it's just a little bit less we got to do later. But actually this area right here is not too bad. It's pretty flat. Looks like there might have been an old terrace that kind of ran through here several years ago. Other than that, it's not bad land if he's looking at building right here. Really, that spot from probably that big pine all the way over to his property line over there, and then down to, I don't know, down to right here is relatively pretty flat. From me to the machine, it probably drops, that's probably 2.5 feet of drop, which in the grand scheme of things isn't too bad. So I don't think I'm going to go any further this way, just because this lot that he bought is actually kind of long and skinny. I believe it's 4 acres and it goes back about 750 feet. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go back any more this way. I'm probably just gonna leave this like it is and let him come out and look at it, and he will either give me thumbs up, thumbs down, or tell me to do a little bit more that way or do a little more that way, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna go. I've got a couple minutes left before I gotta go get ready to hammer some softballs. I'm gonna go back through down this road 1 or 2 times. The other day when I was over here, you could probably tell it started to rain pretty bad, pretty heavily. So all this stuff is, it was hard to mulch when it gets wet, especially when your teeth are on their last leg. Speaking of teeth, let me go show you guys. Let me show you what these mulching teeth look like. And once you see them, and then you see this finished product that it's leaving, you're kind of wondering how it's leaving that good of a product in the shape that they're in. Let me go over here and show you guys. All right, so here's our teeth. As you can see, this one right here is almost, it's either rounded off or broke off completely on that corner. But it's all these teeth are basically worn all the way to the nub. Every one of them. But usually these teeth stick out to about right here. They're still leaving a pretty good finish. You kind of got to work for it a little bit harder. You've almost got to run with your head tilted down a little bit more, just because as these wear, they get further and further from the ground. So anyway, I've got Tide Water working on getting me another set. They should have some in stock in the store, so unfortunately I don't have time to run over to Enterprise and grab them before they close every day. So I'm probably just going to have them ship them to me. Pay a little bit more money, but saves me time in the grand scheme of things, and time is money in this business. All right, so let me run down this road a time or two and we'll be done. posted, but that's probably going to be it for this video. I'm going to get out and take me a couple after pictures, and I'm headed to play some softball. So, I will see you guys in the next one.